In continuing our orientation, let's power on the machine. Find the black switch, turn it on, look for the power and indicator lights, and wait as the machine boots up. You'll see the machine will arrive at a screen with the HappyJapan logo, and from there you'll see a button that's flashing that says Next. When you press Next, the machine will do a self-test and move the arms. Press Next and allow the arm check to continue. Make sure that you don't have a hoop on the machine for safety's sake. So we'll press Next. The machine will do a calibration move with the arm. And continuing to orient ourselves to the Happy Control Panel interface, what you've arrived at after you press that Next button is what's called the drive or the home screen. It is on the screen you can begin sewing by simply pressing Start. This is also the only screen where you can see the design in full size on the left, with information such as the size of the design up here, and then a miniature version of the design in scale relative to a scale model of the hoop that's been selected. In this case, this is the large 12-inch by 12-inch hoop that you can see here, with the design true to scale and also where it will be on the inside of that hoop. You'll also see important information such as the stitch number that it's on. This pink symbol means that we're at the very beginning of the design, and correspondingly then you'll see a 0. As you hit Start and advance forward through the design, this 0 will change to whatever stitch is currently sewing out of however many stitches are in the design. So this is currently 11,065 stitches in this design. So this number will advance forward, as well as a green progress bar will advance from left to right to indicate the sewing progress. You'll also see the time left to go. Next to this also is a button that will allow you to assign the thread cone numbers to the different parts of the design, and also in the currently programmed colors of the design, which cone numbers are coming up. So for example, you can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the first 5 color sections, by sheer coincidence, are assigned needle bars 1, and then when it's finished with that color, then 2, when it's finished with that color, 3, and then so on. Below this is the current speed. Since we're not sewing, we're at speed 0. Pressing the button next to this, you can set the maximum allowable speed. Also, you have a button here next to the hoop that will let you view a close-up in this screen, where you can also move the position, and you can also change the hoop. For example, a design this small, as you can tell, if that's a 12-inch by 12-inch hoop, would probably be better suited to sew in a smaller hoop, such as this 15-centimeter round. So we can select the more desirable hoop by pressing Change, and then from our library of categories of hoops, choose, for example, the Happy brand round hoops, and select that 15-centimeter hoop. And now it shows the design and scale to that smaller hoop, its position, and also a red safety margin that shows the non-sewable area in the outline of the design, which is shown in blue. So escaping one level, you can move that around by hitting the center buttons, or the arrow keys, or just press P-Center to bring it to the center of the sewing field. To exit any screen that you're in to return to the main sewing screen, the bottom right always has a home or a back screen, and you press that until you arrive back at the home sewing screen. Finally, on the right side, in the scope of this orientation, you have space for a stack of 6 buttons here that you can customize. The machines come by default with a forward and back by 1 stitch shortcut button. You can add more or even remove these and add your additional ones. Those shortcuts can be reached from the main menu, also another button here on the right side strip. And by going to iCustom, you can see the current strip of shortcuts, and you can replace them with any of your preferred shortcuts here to customize this strip to the way you work with your Happy Embroidery.